Hello students, so I hope you all are fine, and today we will going to discuss a very interesting topic, that is poetic devices. Let's first see what are poetic devices. Basically students, poetic devices are simply referred to a literary devices which comes in poetry. These are the tools or technique we can say that poet uses to enhance the beauty and the expressiveness of their writing. Okay, so let's have discuss different types of poetic devices. Basically students, poetic devices are literary techniques, as I had told earlier. It's used to create specific effects in their writing. Basically to they add depth, richness and musicality to poetry, making it more engaging and memorable for readers. So students, here are the some of the common types of poetic devices. First, alliteration, simile, personification, oxymoron, paradox, hyperbola, metaphor, rhyme, and there are so on. We'll discuss some of the poetic devices here. First is alliteration. So students, basically alliteration is a poetic devices which consecutive words in a phrase or line begin with same consonant sound here. It adds a musical quality to the language and can contribute to the overall rhythm and tone of a poem. Okay, for example, she sell she shells by the seashore. Here you can see that S is repeating continuously, and S is what? This is a consonant sound. So basically alliteration shows that where consonant sound is repeating, so you can easily find out that here the alliteration poetic device is used. Another example is like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Alliteration perfectly fits in tongue twisters. So here it is written Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. You can see that P is repeating continuously, and P is also a consonant sound. You can also see some of the other examples I had mentioned here. So let's move ahead and we will discuss the next poetic devices, that is metaphor. So students, this is a very easy poetic devices. You can easily understood about this, like it is a kind of figure of speech that compares two things that are not alike to make a deeper meaning. We can say that a metaphor is a poetic devices that involves making a direct comparison between two unrelated things to suggest a similarity. Okay students, like here I had given one example, a comparison in which one thing is said to be another. For example, my mom is a teddy bear. Here the example is declaring that my mom is a teddy bear. Okay, so next moving ahead to next poetic devices, that is your simile. Simile is as like as metaphor, but there is some difference. So simile is basically what? Simile is students, like it's a kind of figurative language that describes something by comparing it to something else with the words, or like you can easily get where simile poetic device is used by these two words, like or as. If like or as is there, then you can easily find out that here the simile is used. Like for example, I know that definition like the back of my hand. Those two are as different as night and day. Here you can say in the first sentence like is used, and the second sentence as is used. As I had told earlier, that where like or as is there, two things are comparating. Okay, those two as are as different as night and day. Here as is used. You can also that take this example, that grandpa has a memory like a sieve. At grandpa has a memory like a sieve. Grandpa has a memory like a sieve. Like is used here, so you can easily find out that here simile poetic devices are used. Moving ahead to the another poetic devices, that is hyperbola. Hyperbola is a figure of speech you use when you want to exaggerate what you mean others running faster than the wind. Basically where exaggeration is there, okay, where sentence are like said in very much of exaggeration. So you can say that here hyperbola poetic devices are used. For example, the teacher asked us to be quiet a million times. Is it possible that teacher will said to be quiet a million times? No. So it here exaggeration is there. So that's why we can say in this sentence hyperbola poetic devices is used. So moving ahead to the another poetic devices, that is your repetition. Repetition as word suggests that repetition of words, okay, repetition of words multiple times, that will your repetition poetic devices is when a certain word, sentence or phrase is written more than once in a poem. So common example like heart to heart, hand in hand, get ready, get set go, home sweet home. Okay, here repetition of words are there, so we can say here that the repetition poetic devices is used. Next we have personification. Personification is basically a kind of figure of speech that is used to attribute human characteristics to something that is not human, but human characteristics is shown there. Comparison is there. Okay, it can also be used to personify an abstract quality. Like you can see here example I had given, the sun kissed me while I was clicking a picture. So here um, sun is characterized as human being. Okay, so we can say like this is a personification poetic devices. Next we have, thank you.